Okay, here is your recap of what's happened in the past 24 hours in cryptocurrencies. The people who were ratting out Sam Bankman-Fried could get up to 110 years in prison. We'll be going over who that is. And also the conditions in the Bahamian jail maybe weren't as bad as we thought, specifically for Sam Bankman-Fried getting special treatment wherever he goes, it seems like. But first, let's talk about what the Reserve Bank of India is showing their cards quite transparently when they say statements like private cryptocurrencies will be the source of the next financial crisis. For example, the private cryptocurrency with the largest market cap is Monero, with a market cap of $2.5 billion, trading volume being a fraction of that. And the next best thing is Zcash, with something like $500,000 of market cap. So they're saying like a $3 billion market cap cryptocurrency is enough to cause the next financial crisis. If that were true, what the heck does the Reserve Bank of India think of FTX, which has lost $8 billion of user funds? Suddenly, that didn't cause much of a crisis for anything, not even cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin did kind of a dip through the whole months of this FTX debacle. So basically, Reserve Bank of India, central banks around the world, they don't like private cryptocurrencies because it's not pseudo-anonymous like Bitcoin or Ethereum. It is just plain anonymous. There is no public blockchain that is searchable to see transaction histories and to basically, make it history and patterns that is possible with companies like Chain Analysis, for example, that are paid to put the pieces together and bring identities through cryptocurrency transactions. So they are threatened by private cryptocurrencies, period. And also for those of you who need a little bit of a hint here, is that anytime a central bank or a government is going on a campaign of fear about cryptocurrencies, again, remember the US recently came out to say that basically private cryptocurrency wallets and cryptocurrencies in general, the banking committee of the Senate is trying to get the SEC to ban all cryptocurrencies because they are a threat to national security. We have the Reserve Bank of India saying private cryptocurrencies will cause the next financial crisis. Each of these statements are equally ridiculous for different reasons, but they are both for the same effort in trying to get you to be very fearful and thinking that only bad guys use cryptocurrencies and only the good guys use CBDCs. No. Only the people who have to be controlled by their government will have to use CBDCs, and the free market will always reign. Crypto will always be around for you when you're ready for it, whether that's now or later. Decentralization is an amazing tool, and it will be here in the future. So let's talk about Sam Bankman-Fried, right? Another instance of how centralization can fail you, like every other instance of centralization and money and greed, right? Sam Bankman-Fried, we were daydreaming of how hard it was for Sam to be in jail in the Bahamas, right? Maggots, very violent offenders in there with him, very rough conditions. And that must have been why he was basically begging to be extradited to the US within 4 days of being arrested in the Bahamas. Turns out Sam Bankman-Fried gets special attention wherever he goes. And I think when he gets extradited to the US, it will be no different. But even the Bahamas, he got things like cable TV, so he could see himself on mainstream media. Again, milking that ego. He also had he had air conditioning, right? Maybe not central air conditioning, but he had an air conditioner. So if he was sweating, it wasn't because of the temperature. And also, he got his special vegan meals, which probably wasn't due to his religion that he was claiming to have. He probably was having a little less maggots than we thought. Maybe there was a few that snuck in there in his meals anyway. If there was anyone that knew anything about Sam, maybe they snuck a maggot in his meal. So anyway, he's going to be extradited to the U.S. Whether or not he will be granted bail in the U.S. is yet to be seen. Special circumstances for Sam always prevailing, it seems. He's probably going to get house arrest, get a nice little ankle bracelet for him to stay within a certain radius, his tracks to be monitored. Also, Caroline Ellison, his girlfriend, also the CEO of the sister company Alameda Research, which was basically doing all of the dirty work of FTX, the investing side of FTX, taking very happily all the user funds from FTX and investing it into all sorts of illiquid investments. I named a few back a couple weeks ago. You guys, if you need to get caught up, just keep on going through the videos we've done. We've been keeping you guys up to date as best as we can. Caroline Ellison, she has been arrested, guys. She's locked up. Did she talk to the feds? Did she try to work a deal and it didn't work? She has been charged 7 serious charges where if she is convicted, if she's pled guilty or she's found guilty, she could get 110 years in prison. Now, there's all sorts of loopholes there. She could be working a deal again to get that sentence limited. She could serve all of those sentences concurrently, like all at the same time. So maybe it's just like 15 years, which, let's be honest, 15 years in prison is a pretty long time. And it's enough to change a person, or at least harden them even more. They were hard enough already to spend like $8 billion of user funds, but we'll see what the what the justice system has in store for Sam and for Caroline. But until that court case comes to fruition and sentences are passed down, we're going to be keeping you guys posted on all of the developments. Until then, if you guys want to know what we're invested in, which coins we're buying, which coins we're bullish on for the next bull run, because yes, there is going to be another bull run, and how we're planning on getting profits from those, you have to check out the CT Club. A link for it is down below in the video description. I'll see you tomorrow. My name's Heidi, and this is Crypto Tips. Bye, guys.